Here are 5 NHS Team Leader interview questions and answers written by our expert interviewers from mockquestions.com. Question number 1. What do you know about the NHS? When you answer this question, demonstrate that you're being intentional about applying to the NHS and being considered for their opening for an NHS team leader. I know that the NHS began in 1948 and is a government-funded healthcare provider that citizens could use without being asked to pay the full service cost. It was set up so that everyone shares the burden of the cost so that all citizens needing care can be treated, rich or poor. I would be honored to be a part of this mission and lead a team of individuals carrying out this mission because I have witnessed the great care that NHS provides firsthand with my parents. Question number 2. What would be your greatest weakness as a team leader? What steps would you take to improve in this area if hired? Any hiring manager will know that an employee will come with some weaknesses. The goal of this question is for the hiring manager to understand that their candidate is privy to their own weaknesses and has a plan to address them. While I'm confident that I would come to the NHS with all of the skills and traits needed to be a great leader and colleague, my lack of intimate knowledge of the NHS and this department is certainly a deficiency that I'm aware of. While I've done a lot of reading and learning about the organization and this program before the interview, I would continue to do that if I'm fortunate enough to be hired for this job. I would become a student of the program on my first day of work to become an expert not long after starting. I would also learn from my fellow team leaders and the team I oversee. Question number 3. Here at the NHS, we focus on the overall patient experience. How would you promote a positive patient experience as an NHS team leader? The overall patient experience entails the entire range of interactions patients have with their healthcare team, and the NHS takes it very seriously. To impress your interviewer, consider discussing training staff to have a compassionate bedside manner, being responsive to patients, promoting and allowing for follow-through, and being solid communicators. From my years of experience, I know that many patients are nervous, anxious, or scared when they are under the care of others. As a new NHS team leader, promoting great service will always be a priority. I believe that providing a great patient experience comes down to doing the little things, like asking someone if they're comfortable or taking the time to listen to them. I would promote quarterly service training for my team on a variety of topics and recognize team members for their great service. Question number 4. How would you describe your leadership style, and how do you feel that would benefit you in this position? In my years working with healthcare administration and leaders and hiring frontline leaders, they know that every leader comes with their own unique style. If they're going to seriously consider you, your interviewer needs to have a good understanding of your leadership style. I would describe my leadership style as supportive, open, and honest. I know that my current colleagues and staff would say the same. I believe strongly that a leader needs to lead by example and hold themselves to a very high standard. I walk this talk every day in my work. Here at the NHS, I will treat all my staff with respect and listen attentively to their concerns because these are core values here, and my transparency and respectfulness will carry over to the care they provide. Question number 5. What is your experience in training and managing team performance? NHS team leaders are expected to provide real-time performance management and coach their team in both face-to-face and virtual environments. It will be important that the NHS understands your experience in these areas as they consider you for the role. As you can see from my resume, I spent the last 5 years in a supervisory role where I was responsible for managing the overall performance metrics of our team. This included day-to-day coaching of staff and conducting quarterly performance reviews for staff. I love having a part in improving the performance of a team and helping people grow into their best as a leader, and would love to bring these skills to the NHS as a team leader. Preparing for your NHS team leader job interview will require more practice than just these 5 interview questions. Head over to mockquestions.com and get 25 more questions and answers for your team leader interview.